Hello, traders. FX Pep Collector here. Today is Tuesday, and it is April 28th. How is everybody doing today? Hopefully fairly good. Hopefully everybody's having a fairly good day. Definitely not too bad for a Tuesday. Kind of feels like a Monday today because it is a bank holiday yesterday, so it definitely feels a little bit like a Monday today, but definitely not too bad of a day for sure. So, anyways, I like to do these live streams. It gives people a chance to, do some requests. I definitely want to see requests from everybody. So, anytime that anybody would like me to look at something, definitely put it in the chat. I'll be more than welcome to look at basically anything. So, hopefully, everybody can hear me okay and everything's all good to go. This is the first time that I have been live streaming on multiple platforms at a time. So definitely make sure you let me know that everything's working okay. You can hear me good, everything's working fine, and maybe give me a little thumbs up or something if you think everything's working. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever live streamed on multiple platforms at a time. I'm currently live streaming on YouTube, I'm currently live streaming on Twitch, on Twitter, and on Discord. So hopefully everything's working okay. Awesome. Hey Skyrick, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you. So I am pretty excited. I am going to start live streaming a lot more now that I got all these little issues figured out. So I am going to start live streaming pretty much daily, but it is also probably going to replace my PM videos. So anyways, yeah, so let's get started right away. Now, a lot of my analysis definitely does kind of fall back on the US dollar analysis. This is my US dollar analysis as of right now, which is this right here. Now, the US dollar has definitely been in a downtrend, as you can see. Now, switch back to the US dollar analysis real quick. So the US dollar is still kind of sitting within this channel, as you can see. So far, we really have not broken out of the channel. We're definitely still sitting in this channel, still kind of hanging out here a little bit. I was actually thinking that the dollar was pretty likely to make a push up, but I mean, looking at some of these dollar pairs, I honestly think it would make a lot of sense if this actually did break out and then retest and potentially keep on going down, especially because I do believe that this over here is very likely to be the end of a correction. If this right here really is the end of a correction, then I would actually expect this to break out of this channel, maybe do a retest and then continue back down. Now, as far as the news goes this week, it is kind of a light week as far as the news goes. There's really not much for news events this week to speak of. If we actually look right here, this is the news this week. And today there really wasn't much going on as far as news goes. Tonight we do have Aussie news for the we do have CPI for the Aussie. That is definitely a very big deal, so that's going to be a pretty decent news event, I think. And then we also got CPI, German CPI for the Euro tomorrow. We got some Switzerland news, we got GDP for the Swiss, we got some other pretty decent things here and there, but really, as far as the dollar itself is concerned, there really isn't nothing too special this week for the dollar. We have GDP for the Canadian this week, which is definitely pretty decent. We also have CPI for the JPY this week, which is definitely another pretty good news event, so hopefully we'll get some pretty decent movements out of that. Definitely seems like we should get some pretty decent movements out of it. So yeah, let's hope for the best. Just because there's no dollar news definitely doesn't mean that there's not going to be any actual movement on the dollar pairs this week. I would definitely expect to still see plenty of movement on the dollar pairs for sure. So anyways, let's start taking some requests. Like I always say, if anybody has some requests, definitely put them in the chats. Be more than happy to look at basically anything. So yeah, let's see. So I definitely want to cover the favorite pairs, which is the euro, the pound, the Aussie, the gold, and some of these other dollar pairs. I'm definitely going to cover those either way. But the main purpose of these live streams is to take requests, because I normally don't look at, only a few pairs a day in my videos. So I think it's going to be really beneficial for me and everybody else if I do these live streams on a daily basis and I spend about an hour a day going over pairs for everybody in the group and, taking requests and going from there. So yeah, let's start off by looking at the Aussie dollar. Let's start off by looking at the Aussie dollar and we'll go from there. And we'll work our way down the list. Hey, Holden Hope, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you. Hey, Skywreck, how's it going? Samuel, yeah, definitely we're going to look at the pound dollar for Sora. So, like I said, if you do have some requests, definitely put them in the chats. I'll be more than happy to look at basically anything. If you have not joined my free Discord channel, make sure that you do join the free Discord channel, which is in the link up here. Also, it's linked in the description of the video or the live stream. And if you are interested in joining my membership, the link for that or the way to join is through my website at fxpipcollector.com. So definitely make sure you check that out also. So anyways, the Aussie dollar definitely does have a pretty significant uptrend right here. Now, let's see here. Take it up to a little bit of a higher time frame. I definitely do think we're either in a wave C right now or we're in a wave 3 right now. I am definitely leaning more and more towards, oh, this is not the Aussie dollar, this is a Kiwi dollar, sorry. That explains it. There we go. That's better. So I definitely think that we're going up right now. I think we are very likely in a wave 3. Now the Aussie dollar definitely does have 5 waves up, as you can see. It definitely does have a very distinct 5 waves. And it definitely does have impulsive down. No break of structure to the downside yet, but you would think that this would make more of a proper ABC correction before it continued up. So I think there's a pretty good chance that we are going to see another push down on this, but we do have to remember that the trend is definitely up. Now, one of the reasons why I am thinking that there's a good chance this is going to go down is because this definitely does look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. It looks like it should be a wave A. It looks like, even though this move up is pretty steep, it kind of seems like this move up potentially could be a wave B, and it definitely seems like this potentially could go back down for a wave C and end up looking something like that. So I think there is a very good chance that this is going to end up doing something along those lines. So yeah, definitely looking at that as the most likely scenario for that. So let me know if you have any buffering issues on the video too, definitely, because I am streaming on multiple platforms at once. So if you are getting some buffering issues or something like that, then we'll definitely stop streaming on some of them and only stream on some. But so far it seems pretty good. Yeah, seems alright. So taking it down to the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame. I mean, to me, it seems like this is very likely to go down, but it does kind of make you wonder because this is definitely more of a 5-wave shape. It looks more like a trend. If this really was a wave B, then you would expect it to look more like a correction, like some sort of an ABC shape or something along those lines. I mean, it did make a move down. It did kind of break structure, but so far it hasn't really confirmed any structure breaks yet. If it really is a wave B, then I would consider it respecting a fib level, and I would say there's a pretty good chance that it would go down and make a wave C, probably end up looking something like this. But until we actually do see a nice significant break of structure to the downside, we do have to be pretty cautious with going short on this. I mean, this may actually just keep on making higher highs, higher lows, because all the higher time frames are definitely still in an uptrend. It is kind of likely that it could just keep on making those higher highs, higher lows. I kind of would like to see it turn down, and I know a few people in the group are definitely short on this, so I think that it would be nice to see it turn down. Whether or not it really is going to turn down, I guess, is another question, but it would definitely be nice to see this turn down for sure. So let's see here. So anyways, let's keep on going. Like I said, sorry, I'm going to get a little bit more used to streaming on multiple platforms at once. This is the first time I've done this. So if you do see me a little distracted, it's just because I'm trying to make sure that everything is working smoothly across the board, which I think it is so far. So far, so good. So anyways, let's see. Let's keep on going now. Now, I am taking requests on YouTube. So if you do want to request, definitely put your request on YouTube. In the chats, and I'll be more than happy to look at basically anything. Yeah, let's take a look at the Euro Kiwi. Man, that Euro Kiwi finally broke structure. I've been holding on to it long for about 2 weeks on this thing. And I still think it looks like it should go up. And this should be like an ABC correction right here, but so far it really hasn't done it. I mean, this little push up we're seeing right now is definitely not really any proof that this is going up in a big way. I hope that it is going up, but so far there's really not a whole lot of proof that it is really going up in any significant way. Now, going down to the 1 hour time frame, we definitely We definitely do have a break of structure to the upside, which is definitely a very good sign. Hopefully this really does go up. At this point, unfortunately, it's going to have to go up quite a ways to confirm this move. I was trying to see if maybe this was tuned to a time frame. Yeah, I think we could potentially move this down one more step now. I think that if this breaks this structure, that should prove that the whole series of lower lows, lower highs is over. So if we do get a break of structure right here, then I do think that that would help confirm that this whole push down from here to here really is over, and that we really are going up for that bigger push up that we've been waiting for and hoping for. We definitely got a break of structure to the upside, and I would say that the minimum is that this would now make a correction to this move down, make a lower high, and end up turning back down. But if this really is, the bottom right here, and this really is like a 3, 4, 5 shape that you do see at the end of basically every trend, then most likely this would just turn up, and most likely it would just continue to go up. So if we should be able to tell the difference, if this makes a 1, 2, 3 pattern, then potentially it's going to make a very overlapping pattern, lots of spikes on both sides, kind of like this over here, overlapping, lots of spikes on both sides of the candles. On the other hand, if this really is the end of a trend, then this is actually going to be very, very strong. It should maintain momentum. It should go up and break structure. Now, we don't have Kiwi news tonight, but we definitely do have some Aussie news tonight. We got CPI for the Aussie, which I would expect that to affect the Kiwi pairs also. So hopefully tonight we will see some movement out of the Aussie and the Kiwi later on today during that CPI news. Like I said, as of now, there's still really no confirmation that it is going down and going up in any significant way. Technically, the trend is definitely still down. So we really can't say for sure that it is turned up yet. Definitely looks like it's turned up. Definitely seems to me like it should turn up. So hopefully it does. Hopefully it just keeps on trending. It would definitely be nice if it did, that's for sure. I would like to see it go up, that's for sure. So, yeah, like I said, definitely put your request in the chats. I'd be more than happy to look at basically anything. Let's check out the pound dollar real quick. Pound dollar to me is actually one of the clearer ones out of the dollar bunch, because this is very clearly a 1, this is very clearly a 2, and I think this is very clearly a wave 3. Most likely place for a wave 3 to go is the 161.8 Fibonacci extension. So I do think there's a pretty good chance that this is going to go up more. I think it's probably going to go up to about the 161.8, then it's probably going to make a wave 4 and then make a wave 5. And I personally think this is the end of a correction back here, so this might only be a wave 1 of a much bigger uptrend. Which, if you've seen my full top-down videos that I do every morning, then you know that I expect that this is either going to go up and make a running flat wave C or possibly make an expanding flat wave C. Either way, I think that we have a decent amount of upside potential, and I definitely think that we should be looking for longs in an uptrend, especially at the end of pullbacks. So I would definitely be looking for longs for sure. So let's see. Now, on the shorter time frames, it does look like it is potentially trying to turn back down, but let's take it down to the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, and the reason why I say potentially turn back down is because it definitely does look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the dollar index also looks like it may potentially be getting ready to make a move. One of the members of my group today was debating with one of the members of my group today whether or not this is actually got an expanding flat right here, and potentially it could go down and make a wave C before it goes up, which is definitely a possibility, but I'm not really convinced about that, especially looking at the daily time frame. I mean, even if it does go down, I think it's probably just going to be a correction to this last 5 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and most likely it would just make a correction to those 5 waves, and most likely it would just end up continuing the uptrend after the 5-wave correction. So one thing you really do have to realize too is, I mean, yeah, the last couple hours we have been pushing down, but even on the 1-hour time frame, we do not have a break of structure to the upside. The trend is not only up on the 1-hour time frame, but the trend is also up on basically every single time frame. It's up on the 4-hour, it's up on the daily, it's up on every single time frame. So, if you want to continue to trade with the trend, then I definitely think you need to continue to look for longs at the end of pullbacks. I think the best bet is definitely going to be looking for longs at the end of pullbacks for the continuation of this uptrend. The trend is definitely your friend. The more you trade with the trend, I think the better off you're going to be for sure. So there's really no reason why this couldn't make a higher low, and just keep on going up. I mean, I would prefer to see some sort of a three-way pullback, which I guess if you go down to the 15-minute, maybe you could call this a wave A. Maybe you could call this like a three-way pullback for wave B and then go down for wave C. And then if it makes a higher low compared to this, higher low, break of structure, then that would be another entry for the long for me, definitely. Hey Manu, how's it going, buddy? So it seems to me that we're most likely going up right now, but most likely this is going to be a crescent to the push down. So I mean, I would always label something like this as either a wave A or wave 1. I would always label this as either potentially going up and making a crescent to this move down, either a wave 2 or a wave B. Then I would most likely be looking for a sword at the end of this wave B for the continuation of the downtrend. And like I said, if it does make a higher low, and then turn up and break structure, then it's definitely a wave C. If it goes down and breaks structure and holds below structure really well, then it's more than likely not a wave C, and more likely it is a wave 3. But according to the higher time frames, we're still in a wave 3. So what is most likely to happen on the shorter time frames is this is actually more likely to just continue to make those higher highs and higher lows. So yeah, definitely continue to definitely continue to do requests in the chats. You know, like I said, I'm more than willing to look at basically anything, and definitely make sure you join my free Discord channel. The Discord channel that is linked up here on the top up here is 100% free. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. It is 100% free to join. Definitely join the channel. Definitely interact with other traders. There's a lot of really good traders in the group that are willing to help each other out, and you know, share your charts. I don't care what kind of strategy you use, whether it's Elliott Wave or anything. You know, say your charts, say your analysis, talk with other traders, learn from everybody, learn from people in the group, you know, and just really just, you know, interact with people. And, you know, the more we interact with each other, the faster we're going to be able to grow as a team, and the faster that everybody is going to potentially be making lots of money, hopefully together. So I would still be pretty bullish on the pound dollar. The only thing that kind of makes me think that it could be turned a little bit bearish is that it does have a little bit of a 3-4-5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shape. But we still don't have a break of structure to the downside. We still really have no evidence saying that this thing is actually going down in any significant way at all. So I personally would still be looking for longs. Let's go look at for Sony. Let's go look at the US dollar CAD. The US dollar CAD is actually one of the ones that I did trade today to the short side. It wasn't the best trade ever, but every single trade that I do take, I do share with my premium members at the time of entry. So if anybody is interested in joining my membership, the link for that is fxpipcollector.com, which is linked at the bottom of this video, and it's in the description of the live stream. It is $30 a month, but you do get access to all my swing trade setups. You get access to my trading course, which is located on my website, and you do get access to all my London and Zoom meetings. Every single day, every single weekday that is, I do a London live stream every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, about 90 minutes long. And every single weekday, I do a New York live stream, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, which is about 90 minutes long. And during these live streams, we look for trades together, and we, we share our trade ideas. We look for trades together. That's why I always call it learning and earning at the same time, because I want you to learn to trade, but hopefully while you're learning to trade, you can earn by following along with some of my swing trade / day trade setups. And I took yesterday off because yesterday was technically a bank holiday, but today we've definitely entered a few trades. These are some of the trades that I've taken this week. I sorted the US dollar CAD. We made a few pips out of that, but nothing too special. I did go long the US dollar yen today, and I got out of that pretty quickly. I went long the Euro CAD today, and these are some trades that I've been holding since last week. These trades right here I've been holding since last week. The pound Aussie, pound Kiwi, Euro Aussie trades. Still holding those. No exit for those trades yet. So if you do want access to all these premium channels on Discord, then you do have to join my membership. All these channels right here are 100% unlocked as you join the membership, but the free channels up here are free for everyone. These channels are 100% free for everyone, and the more active it is, the better. Like I said, definitely join. Definitely share your charts. It's 100% free to join. So anyways, US dollar CAD. I did short the US dollar CAD today, and I was trading it on the 15-minute time frame. This is where we went short right here. We went short right there at the close of that candle, and I ended up getting out right here, so definitely not the most profitable trade, but that was a trade that we took today as a group together. And most of the trades that I do take are swing trades. I am definitely not a day trader. I'm more of a swing trader for sure. So the majority of the trades that I do take are definitely not swing trades. They are definitely they're definitely not day trades. They're definitely swing trades. So anyways, the US dollar CAD did break structure to the upside. I was thinking, that's why I put my Fibonacci retracement on here, is because I was thinking that we were probably going to get a pullback now, and potentially it might even go up and take out this high. So I was thinking potentially we would get like a 50 or a 61% Fibonacci pullback, potentially end up looking something like this, some sort of an ABC correction, maybe like this is more likely, some sort of an A, some sort of a B, and some sort of a C. Yeah, well, I do believe that the pound dollar is in a wave 3, and that's what happens when you're in a wave 3, is it stretches out. So I'm not really convinced that it's over. Definitely not convinced. Yeah, it might make a pullback. It does seem pretty likely, like I said, it does seem pretty likely that it would make a pullback. And even if it does make a pullback, it's more than likely just going to be a correction to this move right here. But that counter trend mentality is why the majority of traders lose money in the market. They say that 90% of traders lose money in the market, and that counter trend mentality, that should make a pullback mentality, so I'm going to go short mentality, is why most people lose money in these markets, because people see a trend like this and they're just thinking, man, I need to go short. This thing's been going up. I need to go short. So I really highly suggest trading with the trend. I mean, I am a trend trader through and through, and if you trade with the trend, life is a lot easier, I think, as a trader. Now, there is a lot of counter-trend strategies that do make money. I mean, don't get me wrong. You definitely can make money with some counter-trend trading strategies, but I definitely am a big fan of following along with the trend on whatever time frame you do trade, using your roadmap time frame to follow the trend. So anyways, yeah, trend is your friend. Definitely continue to trade with the trend. Yeah, so anyways, gold is another one. I honestly don't trade gold much because I am an American, and if you are an American, you can't trade gold with a margin account. I do trade it once in a while because I do now have a European account because I am in Europe. But I do think this is a really good setup that I did share with the group at the time. I didn't get in this trade, so I didn't share it as a signal. But I mean, this was an extremely clear entry today on gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave C. 1, 2, 3 waves down, nice break of structure, nice pullback after the break of structure, and then a nice continuation of the uptrend pattern. That was a very clear entry. Now, originally this morning I was saying that gold was going to be originally this morning I was saying that gold was going to be a wave 4. Like, this is like a wave 1, this is a wave 2, this is a wave 3, this is a wave 4, and this is going down for a wave 5. But looking at this now, how much this is stretched out, I don't think it's a wave 4 anymore. I actually think this is not a wave 4. I think that we had a truncheon wave 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think this is the wave 5 right there. 3, 4, 5. So I think there's actually a pretty good chance that gold is going to go up a little bit higher. I think that we are more than likely either in a wave B or a wave 3 right now. A wave B or a wave 2. So I think that now we probably need to put our Fibonacci retracement on the whole move down, which is right here. And I think that this is potentially going to go up to, yeah, I agree with the 50% maybe. I think that this is a downtrend that's already completed, so I would label this downtrend as either a wave A or a wave 1. I think that this move up is either a wave B or a wave 2. Yeah, I have enough time keeping up with my own trades, so that's kind of the reason why I don't post trades on gold. I am a trader. The majority of the money that I make is from trading, so you know, I don't really post trades for gold, unfortunately, because I don't trade gold, and honestly, I think gold is one of the more difficult pairs to trade. But I think that we are most likely, like I said, this is either a wave A or wave one. I think that more than likely we are actually either in a wave B or wave 2 right now. I mean, I would expect it to go up to one of these fib levels, but really it could go to any one of them. But it's most likely going to go to one of them that has a lot of support and resistance in the past. So I think there's a pretty good chance. I think there's a pretty good chance that this is going to go up to one of these fib levels. I think there's a pretty good chance over the next few days it's going to make its way up to one of those fib levels before we really do get a potential decent turn to the downside. So for now, I am definitely still very bullish. I think there's a pretty good chance this is going to go up to one of those higher Fibonacci levels. So we're going to have to see what it ends up doing, I guess. But yeah, for now, definitely pretty bullish. I personally think there's a pretty good chance that this is going to go up. So I would be looking for longs. I would only be looking for longs on pullbacks, but I would definitely be looking for longs. And I do want to start trading gold a little bit more often. But it's not going to be day trading. For me, it's going to be swing trading. I'm going to be looking to get in gold here and hold for the majority of a week. I'm going to be looking to get in here and hold for 3, 4, 5 days. Get in here, hold for 3, 4, 5 days. I'm not going to be day trading gold, which I'm not really much of a day trader anyway, and I'm definitely not a scalper. So, I mean, if you do decide to join my membership, you really do have to keep in mind that I am a swing trader through and through. I am definitely not a scalper, and I am definitely not definitely not a swing trader. I do day trade the dollar pairs sometimes. I am a swing trader. I'm definitely not a scalper, and I do day trade from time to time, but definitely I think swing trading is the way to go when it comes to trading, man. Especially if you listen to the Market Wizard books, you really have to think about, trading as a career. If you're going to spend the next 20 years of your life trading, are you going to want to spend those next 20 years trading the 1 minute, 5 minute time frame? Are you going to want to spend the next 20 years trading the 1 hour time frame? Or are you going to want to spend the next 20 years, 30 years of your life trading like the 4 hour time frame or something like that? For me, it's an easy answer. For me, it's definitely swing trading all the way for me. But everybody's different, and everybody likes to do different things. And my strategy definitely works no matter what what time frame you want to trade. My strategy works on all time frames. So anyways, let's move on to the Euro Swiss. Ooh, that's looking pretty good. Oh yeah, look at that, huh? That's looking pretty nice. That looks like a long right there. Euro Swiss is definitely still in an uptrend on the very high time frames. I actually think the Euro Swiss is this. I think this is a wave A, even though this is a lower low. I think this is a wave B, and I think we're now going up most likely in a wave 3 of wave C. I think this is likely a 3, a 4, a 5 of wave C, which I think is a wave C of wave 4. Hey, Himasi, thanks for joining the channel. Thanks. Nice to see you, buddy. Thanks for joining. So I'm definitely very bullish for sure. I'm definitely looking for longs, and boy, looking at this on the sort of time frames, it looks like it's trying to make a long right now, in my opinion. I was actually looking at this as maybe even being a running flat. 1, 2, 3 waves down, wave A. 1, 2, 3 waves up, wave B. Man, that could be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave C, higher high. It's kind of an equal high, but a little bit of a higher high, wave C. Seems more likely to me that this is actually going to keep on trending up, and I would definitely, based on the higher time frames, I would definitely be looking for longs in an uptrend. There's no doubt about that. 100% looking for longs in an uptrend. So hopefully this just keeps on trending up. It definitely seems like it should. So yeah, definitely put your chats in, your requests in the chats. I'll be more than happy to look at basically anything. I can also check out some crypto and stuff like that if anybody's interested in that. So yeah, so let's see, what do we got next? We did the Euro Swiss. We already did gold. Let's move down the list. Let's go look at oil. Boy, oil looked like it was turning up. Oh, it still looks like it's turning up. Yeah, oil's looking really good. The trend has definitely been down for quite a while. Ever since it broke structure back here, the trend is down. But look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down. Once this thing breaks structure to the upside, this is most likely it. This is most likely going to just keep on going up. It might even be the continuation of the uptrend. I was originally thinking that this move down was a correction, but you know, it kind of depends whether this right here is the end of a correction or not. If this right here is the end of a correction up here, then that means that this would potentially be like a 1, a 2, and this potentially would be like a 1, and then make a correction like a 2, subdivision, and then potentially go down for a wave 3 and end up looking something like that. So yeah, I would definitely be looking for shorts for sure. Once this thing breaks structure, though, I think that pretty much confirms that we have the end of a trend. Hey, Vidget, how's it going, buddy? Man, yeah, once this thing breaks this wave 4 high, man, I think that we need to start looking for longs on pullbacks. It may just continue the uptrend from here. It actually may be very likely that it just continues the uptrend from here. That would be pretty nice if it did, definitely. So, let's hope that that's what happens with that. So, let's see how that goes. Definitely, it seems like that's the most likely scenario to me. Yeah, wow, that's breaking. That's pretty nice. I wouldn't go long now, but boy, once this thing breaks structure, once it breaks structure and then makes a pullback, that's where we're going to want to try to get long for the continuation of this uptrend. So, yeah, definitely. That's nice. That's looking really nice. So, let's see. Yeah, I'm still taking requests, so definitely if you have any requests, don't feel free to put them in the chats. More than happy to look at anything. I'll look at crypto. I'll look at basically anything. So definitely don't be afraid to put your request in the chats, and I will look at basically anything. So let's keep moving down the list. All right. Hey, Fraser, how's it going? Nice to see you. So where did we make it to? Yo, Swiss, we got that. We got oil. Let's see. Let's look at the pound Aussie. Hey, Hemi, how's it going, Hemini? How's it going, buddy? Pound Aussie. This is one that I'm long on, and I've been long for over 2 weeks now, at least 2 weeks. I think that this is very likely a wave A. I think this whole middle section right here is like an expanding flat for a wave B. I think this is likely to go up now for a wave C, and I think this likely to go up to about the 100% Fibonacci extension. Which, if that's the case, that puts us all the way up to about 1.97397. So I think that we definitely still have a pretty nice amount of upside potential. Hey, Nay, how's it going, buddy? Are you back in Brazil, back to work, back home? So, yeah. Hey, Ford, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Definitely don't be afraid to put your requests in the chats. I was honestly hoping that we would have a bigger pullback. I was hoping to see a bigger pullback. I mean, to me, it definitely looks like this potentially is only a wave A. I was hoping this was going to make a bigger pullback, even though I'm already long. I want to see it do something like that, and then I want to see it continue the uptrend. Now, is it really going to do that? It may not. It potentially, since the trend is up, it potentially could just keep on going up from here. But yeah, I was hoping to see a bigger pullback on this. But honestly, looking at some of these other cost pairs that I'm already in, it would definitely be nice if it didn't, if it just kept on going up, I guess. So, the whole thing I see here is that this is a trend. Look at that. That is a beautiful trend right there. I'm thinking this could be a wave A. This potentially could be actually a B, and it potentially could go down again for a C, which I actually have a couple limit orders down here, so if it does go down one more time, that's going to be perfect in my book. It should give us a really good opportunity to go long for the continuation of the uptrend. And like I said, I have a couple limit orders on this thing already, so if it does go down, during the Aussie news while I'm sleeping tonight or something like that, then that's perfectly fine by me. I'll get picked up on my limit orders, so definitely won't hurt my feelings any. So hopefully we get a pretty nice little push out of that, definitely. So let's see. So definitely put some more requests in the chats. If anybody would like me to look at something else, put them in the chats. I would be more than happy to look at basically anything. So let's see. Like I said, Sally, today's the first day that I started live streaming on multiple platforms at once, so I'm just trying to make sure that all my streams are working good and working properly, and everything's good to go with that. So anyways, let's keep going. Let's continue to go. Let's see. Hey, Hammy, I looked at oil. Brent is basically the exact same thing as oil, man. That definitely looks... we got Aussie news tonight, Nay, so definitely make sure that you keep an eye on that Aussie news, but I'm pretty bullish on the Aussie dollar still, to tell you the truth. I mean, I do think there is a chance that it could go down on the sort of time frames, but I'm pretty bullish. My target on the Aussie dollar is still quite a ways up here. I still think this potentially could end up looking like that eventually. But we'll see. Yeah, like you said, if the Aussie dollar goes down, then the pound Aussie would go up and vice versa. So as a short-term basis, I mean, this is definitely 5 ways up right here. You would think that this would at least now go down and do this minimum before it goes up. We can look at the oil again real quick for you, buddy. No problem. And just see, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss out on anything. Yeah, oil is definitely turning up pretty solid. It is about to break structure, and once that thing breaks structure, this should be it. Now, it may end up being a correction to this move down, and it may actually just go up to a percentage of this move down and then turn back down, but it still would at least make a pretty good move to the upside, potentially a pretty good ABC correction, and then potentially later on end up continuing the downtrend again. So, yeah, I think there's a pretty good chance that we need to continue to look for... I mean, technically, we should be looking for shorts, but with that big push up we got today, it's probably pretty likely that it's going to break structure and just keep going up. And potentially it could turn into an uptrend. Yeah, I don't know, man. These higher time frames make you think that it's going to keep going down, though, doesn't it? I think we're in a wave C right now, so it does seem more likely to me that the higher time frames would keep on going down, which means that if this really does break up, then it's probably just going to end up being a correction to this move down. It'll probably just make some sort of an ABC correction or some sort of a flat or maybe a triangle or a wedge or something like that, and then end up continuing the downtrend from there. So either way, though. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah, let's go check out the Nasdaq. Let's go check out the Nasdaq, and then we'll look at the Kiwi CAD. I don't normally look at the dollar pairs. I don't normally look at the indexes on a regular basis, so you definitely do have to bear with me a little bit when it comes to these indexes, because I definitely do not follow them. I'd like to start following some of the indices, that is. I'd like to start following some of them on a more regular basis and swing trading some of them, but definitely not really day trading them, that's for sure. We are 100% still in an uptrend on all the higher time frames. Every single higher time frame is definitely still in an uptrend. And even the daily looks like a 1, 2, 3 to me. It kind of seems to me like maybe it will go down, but potentially it's a wave 4 and then back up for wave 5. Or, since there's no evidence that this is over, potentially it's just going to continue to make higher highs, higher lows. You know, if you compare this to the S&P 500, the S&P 500 actually looks like it's got lots and lots of upside potential, so... Oh yeah, look at that. This thing is closing above the 78% Fibonacci retracement of this last push down. I would definitely be bullish. I think this is an ABC correction right here. I think that's the end of a correction. I think this is just going to keep on trending up, continuing to make those higher highs, higher lows. So yeah, I would 100% be looking for longs in an uptrend, 100%. So, definitely looking for longs on that baby, for sure. So, looking for longs on that. Let's see. Let's switch back to this. And let's see. I had a request for the... let's see, what was it? I'd lost it. Was the Kiwi something? The Kiwi CAD or something? What was it? I just lost it. I just see somebody requested the Kiwi CAD and the Kiwi Swiss. Which one was it? Oh, yeah. Hey, Fidget, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, we can look at the Nifty for you, too. I think I might have missed somebody's request someplace. Oh, no, it was the Kiwi CAD. Okay, I see it. So, yeah, it was the Kiwi CAD. Let's look at that one first, and then we'll go look at the Nifty, and then we'll go look at the US 30. I personally think the US dollar, the Kiwi CAD is in a wave C, most likely. This is the daily time frame, but I think it's most likely to go up to here. I think it's probably going to end up looking something like that on the daily. Excuse me, so I would 100% still be pretty bullish. I definitely think this right here is the end of a correction. There's no doubt about that. It does kind of seem like we could be likely to have a pullback, doesn't it? But even a pullback, boy, I would just continue to look for longs in an uptrend. I don't even really see any break of structure on any time frame. And the higher time frames are definitely making us think up, so. Man, definitely looking for pullbacks. Man, what are we looking for? 1, 2, 3, go long. 1, 2, 3, go long. 1, 2, 3, go long. Definitely continuing to look for longs in an uptrend. There's no doubt about that. I would like to see a proper pullback. I 100% wouldn't try to go long now, but at the end of a proper pullback, I would definitely go long for the continuation of the uptrend. Hopefully that's what it does. Hopefully it makes a nice proper pullback so it gives us a chance to go long. Definitely seems like it should. So let's go look at a couple stocks for a couple different people. Not stocks, but indices. The normal Nifty. Where is that? It's been a while since I've looked at that. Yeah, it is right there. So we are sitting at the 123% Fibonacci extension. Wow, that looks like a 1, 2, 3 big time. 1, 2, 3. Which means even when it does turn down, it's probably just going to be a wave 4 and then probably go back up again for wave 5. A lot of people are predicting some big crashes in the stock market, but boy, we have yet to see them, that's for sure. We're sitting at the 123, so it seems like a pullback would be pretty likely at this level. And wow, look at that ending diagonal look right there. It's definitely not the best looking ending diagonal, because an ending diagonal is technically supposed to have like a little bit of a kind of like a wedge look to it, which I guess you could kind of make that out on this one, kind of. But yeah, it definitely seems like a pullback is pretty likely, doesn't it? Ooh, and we got a break of structure to the downside. So yeah, I would say this is very likely a downtrend that's forming now. Probably a wave A, or possibly a wave 1. I would expect to see a pullback next, which obviously I would count as either a B or a 2, and then I would definitely try to go short at the end of that pullback, and then if it makes a wave 3, it'll just keep on making lower lows, lower highs. If it makes a wave C, then potentially it'll go down to a Fibonacci retracement of this push up right here, make an ABC correction, make a break of structure to the upside, and continue the uptrend from there. So either way, I think there's probably a pretty good chance it's either going to make an ABC or a 1, 2, 3. So I think there's a pretty good chance we'll see a pretty decent pullback on that. A lot of these indices are pulling back pretty hard. That definitely has that 3, 4, 5 save, doesn't it? Hey, yeah, no problem, Fidget, no problem, buddy. Oh wow, that's definitely a pretty significant turn right there. Wow. Definitely looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I would do the same thing that I did on the other one. I would label this as either a wave A or a wave 1. When it finally does turn up, which it doesn't have to turn up now, it potentially could keep drifting down for now, but when it finally does turn up, I would obviously say put my Fibonacci retracement from here to here, and I would look for a wave B or a wave 2, and then I would go short, and if it's a wave 3, it'll just make a big, big impulsive downtrend for a wave 3, and you'll just hold on to your short. If it's a wave C, then it potentially would go down like that, kind of like this over here, 1, 2, 3, kind of hard to see on this time frame, but 1, 2, 3 waves down, impulsive up. 1, 2, 3 waves down, ABC, impulsive up is what I'd be looking for. But as a more short-term trade, I would be potentially waiting for a pullback to go short for the continuation of either a wave C or a wave 3, which we really don't actually know whether we're looking at a wave C or a wave 3. But either way, I think we're probably pretty close to a pullback. I would think so. I mean, it possibly could keep drifting down a little bit, but I think at some point it probably is going to go up, break structure, make a wave A, make a correction to the wave A, and then make another push up for a wave C. And like I was just explaining, it most likely would be either a wave B or it would be a wave 2. So once that wave 2 or B is over, most likely it would end up continuing the downtrend from there. So, yeah, I think that's a pretty good setup right there, I think. So let's switch back to my normal charts. These white charts are actually the charts that I do enter trades from. Like I said, if anybody is interested in joining my membership, then the link for my membership is in the chats and it's on top of the screen right now. But if you are interested in joining my membership, it is $30 a month, and it does get you access to all my trade setups, all my swing trade setups, which most of my trade setups are swing trade setups. It also gets you access to my trading course, which my trading course is 35 videos long and is located on my website. And also, I like to call it Learn and Earn at the same time, because we do these daily live streams. Every single New York session, every single Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we do a 90-minute live stream. It's actually a Zoom meeting, but it's only for the members, where we do live trading and look for trade setups. And every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we do a London live stream, which is a Zoom meeting also, where we look for setups together. And the reason why I do Zoom meetings is because if somebody wants to share their screen, somebody can show their screen, somebody can talk to me. If you have a mic, you can talk to me. You can ask questions. But like I said, I like to call it Learn and Earn, because while you're learning to trade by following along with my trading course and by attending my Zoom meetings and watching all my educational information, hopefully you're also going to be earning at the same time by following along with some of my trade setups. See you later, Nay. Take care, buddy. So that's why I like to call it learn and earn at the same time. Hopefully while you're learning to trade, you can earn by following along with some of my trade setups. Like I said, these are actually the trades that I've taken this week so far with my members. It's only Tuesday and I took Monday off because it was a holiday. But we went to sort the dollar CAD, the dollar yen we traded the euro CAD, and I'm still holding on to a bunch of trades from last week because I am definitely a swing trader. So, I do definitely... majority of my trades are definitely swing trades. And I honestly think that the majority of people should be swing trading. And the reason why is because most people have a full-time job, most people have a family, most people have responsibilities. If you have a full-time job and you cannot be on your charts all day long, you have zero business trading the sort of time frames. If you have a full-time job, you can't be a scalper. If you have a family, you have kids, and you can't be in front of the computer all day long, then you cannot be a scalper. Which is why I really try to push swing trading on so many people, because if you have a full-time job, you need to be a swing trader. If you have a kid, you have families, you have, a lot of responsibilities, you need to be a swing trader. The problem that I see with so many people is that they have full-time jobs, they have all these responsibilities, but they think that they can still day trade and scalp. And if you are a person who has a lot of responsibilities, you cannot trade these sort of time frames. It's not even possible for you. When I worked a full-time job before I went full-time on my trading, these sort of time frames didn't even exist to me. I didn't even have them on my charts. I removed them from my charts. Even the 1 hour time frame I removed from my charts, because if you have a full-time job, you really have no reason at all to even look at the sort of time frames. So definitely be careful with that. I see a lot of people make that mistake. They think that they could be a scalper, but they also have a full-time job, they have a family, they have kids, they have responsibilities. It's not going to work. It is 100% not going to work if you are in that situation. You basically have to swing trade. If you're trying to scalp and you do not have the time capacity to scalp, then you are certainly gonna fail with your trading. You are not gonna be able to make it work if you are if you think that you can scalp when you really definitely shouldn't be scalping. So anyways, yeah, definitely. So I am going to be doing these live streams every single day, every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. They're going to be at 4:30 p.m. UK time, GMT +1, or they're going to be at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time if you're in the US, Eastern Standard, like New York time zone. And I'm going to be doing these live streams every single day because I am not going to be doing the PM videos anymore. The PM videos I make at 9 p.m. my time, and it's just I just cannot maintain those PM videos anymore. So I am going to be doing live streams every single day to make up for not doing the PM videos anymore. So, like I said, if you are interested, definitely join my Discord channel. My Discord channel is 100% free to join. You never have to pay a dime if you do not want to. It is 100% free to join. If you want to join my membership so you can follow along with my trade setups and you can take my trading course and participate in all my daily live trading sessions, then the link for that is also in the chats and in the description. But it's pretty easy to remember. It's fxpipcollector.com. Definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button and definitely make sure you hit that notification bell because I am going to be doing these live streams on daily. And the more people I have, the longer the live streams will be. If we have a really big audience, then I'll keep it going. If we have a lot of requests, I'll do it for more than an hour. And I think the more I do it, the more people are going to realize what time I do it, and the more people are going to show up. So definitely make sure you hit that notification bell, so that way you don't miss out on my future videos and my future live streams. I do a lot of videos, I do a lot of live streams, so definitely don't miss out on that. And the next live stream will be tomorrow at the same time, same place. And like I said, definitely show up, definitely put requests in. The more requests I get, the better off it will be in the long run, the more I'm going to stay on. So definitely do not be afraid to come on. Do not be afraid to put in some requests. And as always, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day. As always, thank